You're listening to the AfterBuzz TV Network, now the largest new media platform on the web, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Keith Johnson.
From the AfterBuzz Studios in Los Angeles, California, presented by Maria Menounos and Bing.com, and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies, this is AfterBuzz TV's Project Runway After Show. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest news and gossip. If you'd like to buzz in on tonight's show, you can buzz us at 424-256-1729. That's 424-256-1729. And now, another post-game wrap-up show for your favorite TV show. It's AfterBuzz TV's Project Runway After Show.
Hi, you guys. Thanks for tuning in. Buzz.
Bing.
Bing is for doing in here at AfterBuzz TV. We're doing another Project Runway Season 10, Episode 11. It's Fashion Baby Recap. And we have a lot to talk about because it was a really interesting challenge tonight, okay? It's actually called Heidi's Baby Challenge, all right? So we see all these designers walk up to Babies R Us, and we know what's coming because, as Dimitri, I believe, mentioned, Heidi has like 107 kids.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And so we know that these designers are going to make an outfit for her truly scrumptious line that sells at Babies R Us. And they're actually making clothes for toddlers. And
I think it's newborn to 24 months.
Really?
Right? So that's almost
You're right. I think they said
newborn
that.
to 24 months.
Initially, they mentioned toddlers, but newborn is not.
Well, then you're 24 months, you're a toddler.
Some of the designers were calling the babies they were designing for toddlers, and they all
varied
in age range. But yeah, once you get to like 24 months, then they kind of consider that, you know. But when you shop for baby clothes, it's the same size that ranges through like this 2-year lifespan. So
yeah.
And there were going to be 2 winning looks tonight, one for a boy and one for a girl. Like I mentioned, it's going to be sold at Babies R Us. They have 30 minutes to meet with these babies that they picked out of a hat, I believe, or a bag, and their moms. 30 minutes to meet, sketch, and Tim and Heidi mentioned to make sure to really listen to the moms because, again, this is a challenge that not only has to do with the design, but the practicality of the outfit. And we know babies are not easy to design with. And, of course, there's a stunt. Does anybody else want to explain that part about it?
Stunt. What do you mean?
Stunt. Yeah. What
The
do you mean?
twist.
Oh, the twist.
Well,
the surprise.
Not the twist.
No,
That's
not the
later.
twist. That's later.
That's later.
The surprise Heidi left for them.
Oh, yes.
The surprise in which
when they come back to the workroom after they've heard of their challenge.
With their what?
The challenge.
Yes.
Sorry, you guys can make a drinking game out of this tonight. So when they come back and they see these little baby dolls in the little car seats right next to their workstations. And these are not just any baby dolls. These are the baby dolls that I think Elena said it best when she said, these are the ones that they give to you in high school when you're a teen just before you have sex. Because they're the ones that want to scare you away from having sex because they cry and you don't know why they're crying. And I think Tim said there's three things. It's either because they need to be fed, they need to be rocked, or they need their diaper change. And you won't know what it is until you try, and they stop crying. So that was their surprise, that they had to deal with these babies while they were designing the clothes. And it was to give them an idea of what maybe the mothers had to deal with and the functionality of what their clothes should be like.
The point of this, I think, was just for good TV because it had really nothing to do with the challenge. It had more but it worked though because it made all of the designers made me laugh so hard dealing with these babies. Like Dimitri was like, well, first of all, he was concerned about making clothes for kids because he's like, it's like designing an outfit for a cat. He said that. It was like
making an outfit for a cat.
Yeah. Like, he was such a good impersonation.
Yes. Not
His
really.
one-liners. Then everybody had a different baby, like of a different ethnicity. It didn't matter. Like you were, and his baby was an African-American baby. And he was like, why is my baby black? Sonjia, you want to switch? It was like, he was full of one-liners tonight, but it was so funny to see them freak out when these babies were crying. All of them were like nervous, and Fabio was talking to his child like, oh, I know, I'll be right back. And Dimitri was calling him obsessed. I mean, it worked in the fact that they were really getting to show their personality, but I don't really think it had anything to do with it.
It made the challenge more challenging, didn't it?
Definitely.
It made it way more challenging, but it didn't really. It was like made for TV purposes only.
Absolutely.
It was totally funny, though. This is one of my favorite episodes because of that.
Fabio was a little hysterical. He was kind of in love with that baby. Like,
and then he got defensive.
He
got defensive.
Like, I know.
Because he's like, okay. Then Sonjia tried to say that my baby was making everybody else's babies cry. And that's not true because I'm quiet and so is my baby. He's just going through something.
Yeah.
Fabio.
And then Dimitri is dead serious. He's like, Fabio, your baby isn't real. It probably just wants to sleep.
Yeah, leave it alone. Yeah, that was
funny.
It was great. Yeah, that was great.
All right, you guys. So another technical detail, they have Heidi's fabric to use. They don't have to go to Mood to pick fabrics for the babies. She provided fabric from her line, so it's cohesive with everything else. Overall, what did you think of the challenge? Challenge.
I thought it was really interesting because, I mean, it's definitely getting them out of their box, but they're also having a very specific client to design for. And then they have to think of, how are these children going to move in it? And, the thing that I thought probably would have been the best for them having the children is that, if they were actually changing them, they would realize that, it's probably a little bit better to, put snaps around the bottom half of it or whatever.
Babies' heads are big too.
That too.
The snaps here. But yeah, I think that was probably the only good thing about having the baby in the challenge, because it was to know how to to dress a baby. It's hard. And the way you make the clothes is totally, it has to be connected to that, because you cannot get a shirt over a baby's head. You can't, if anybody's ever tried to do that. So for that purpose, I think it was good, but again, it was for TV, but I loved it.
It was great for TV.
I was really sad that Ben was gone this week, because I would have loved to see him with the baby. He would have been freaking out.
Baby rosettes everywhere. What would he have done had he gotten a boy? That would have been interesting.
If that baby had cried, he probably would have just stuck his hand over the mouth like this and just kept sewing his rosette.
Wrapped it in some cloth.
We actually had a really good comment online actually about Ben's rosettes. One of our they said how it's actually a quilting technique, and that they've been doing it for years, so it's not really that new of a thing. Ben, sorry.
No snap.
Grandmas have been doing it for many years.
Let's move on to the workroom where we saw all this baby chaos going on. I feel like every designer was literally freaking out. Elena, of course. Sonjia looked like somebody slapped her, and she was just terrified the whole time.
She always kind of looks like that, though, until she wins a challenge. Then she smiles for about 5 seconds, and then it's like back to, oh my gosh, I'm freaking out.
Yeah, she's definitely stressed out a lot. Yeah.
And Melissa was also stressed out tonight, but not because of her baby.
Yeah.
Well,
but she's always stressed out too.
It seems like in the more recent weeks, she's been a little bit of a stress case, a last-minute person, the person that can't get her work finished.
Last minute.
So, yeah.
Last minute Sally.
I don't think it's fair that she's still in the workroom sewing when everybody else has their looks or their design models dressed and ready to go.
And how she's asking her model, or I guess in this case the mom, to sew the button on for her. How many times is Melissa going to get help from everyone around her to make this happen?
Yeah,
I know.
But I mean, there have been times in the past where they have done that, because I remember in previous seasons when they were always with the same model. And that was when the models were competing also. I do remember one of the designers, they actually were having their models sew stuff for them. Like actually helping them the whole time, which I think is unfair too.
It is unfair. And it's not like I have a huge problem with it, like here or there. Stuff happens and sometimes you need help. But I feel like Melissa's the only one this season that constantly has to have somebody helping her, giving her money or...
Well, before that, all the guys had agreed when they went back to their apartment, we're not helping Melissa this time around because they knew how much she needed to get done. And they all agreed to it. We're not going to help her. So who does she get to help her was the mom.
Who's left.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I agree with you, Virginia. I don't think it's fair. I don't even think it's acceptable. I think with the models in the previous seasons, it's a little bit different because the models are competing too. They want to go down there in a finished look. They want to look good. Regardless, as a designer, I don't think it's the right thing to do, sadly.
Well, and I think it's really smart of the guys to get together and kind of say that ahead of time because, I mean, just look at Ben. If he wouldn't have helped her, she would have definitely gone home last week. So it's kind of like, we, as much as we want to be a nice person and help, people you've been with, it's, it's getting down to the last six.
Exactly. We're getting down too close to the end to be helping people because if you have to be helped that much, you probably shouldn't be there.
And that's my point. Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. And
this should be the best of the best right now.
Yeah.
It's a contest too. So yes, I know, be nice, but you got to think about yourself in the end too. You want to win the challenge. So
Definitely.
Yeah. Elena was also overwhelmed, but I feel like these last few episodes she's calmed down a lot. We don't hear her throwing tantrums.
She laughs a lot more, I think, is like.
I wonder what
she seems
happened.
to have a little bit more fun.
What do you think happened? Do you think she's hooking up with someone behind the scenes or something?
Maybe.
Who is there left for her to hook up with?
Could be a producer. Could be a cameraman.
Behind the camera or
that happened on The Bachelor or something.
Someone on the streets?
Could they do that? Can they hook up with the producer?
I don't think they're supposed to. I'm just saying.
I mean, I don't think anybody's really supposed to do anything kind of like that, but stuff like that goes on.
What's she doing? Taking shots behind? I'm just
that.
Something's happening.
I would not be surprised. You never know, but she's loosened up, which has been kind of nice to see, I think. Yeah.
I think everybody kind of had a lot of fun with it, though, because of all the babies.
Yeah.
Everybody loved all the real babies, not their crying babies, the babies they were designing for.
Yeah.
Who were so freaking cute. All of them. Oh, my God, tonight.
Yeah.
Model babies. And so we see a lot more Heidi tonight as well. She comes into the workroom and she not only comes with Tim Gunn and checks out everybody's look, but she adds another twist.
Mm-hmm. She does.
And she asks the designers to make a companion outfit for the moms. However, she mentions it's not going to be judged as much as the kids' outfit because it's really a kids' challenge. Baby challenge. So they have 15 minutes to sketch, $100 for mood.
150.
Oh, I missed that.
Yes.
Thank you. And
But another good thing that happens at this point is that they find out the following day is not going to be the runway show.
Thank you.
So they know they're going to have the full next day to be working, which is great.
But this is when they woke up that morning with their babies in the cribs, in the apartment with them. And again, another fun one-liner from Dimitri. He woke up, he's like, oh, I forgot. I am a father now. They were all like so stressed out. And then they got to the workroom, and then this new challenge got sprung on them, and they were like, "Oh!" Some of the designers were like, "I haven't even finished making anything for the baby." Now they had to start, but they had more time and they had more money. So,
well, they were given the challenge on the first day. The second part of it, they were given that the first day. They had to keep their babies with them. The second day, Tim Gunn came and got their babies, but they knew ahead of time.
Oh, okay. I was confused about the day. Okay.
Yeah.
But I love that they had to take their babies with them to Mood. In the little front carriers, I thought that was kind of hysterical. They were all dreading that. I think that would just be so funny to be a member at Mood and watch that.
Oh, yeah.
And also Dimitri, or Mitri as I like to call him, is proving that he's a really big Heidi fan.
Yeah,
I think
got a crush.
I think he has. I wrote that down. I think he has a crush on her because when she walked into the room, the workroom, he was like, "Whoa."
Yeah.
He kind of likes her, and I think he kind of likes that she has 107 kids, and I think
they'd make a terrific couple. Those two accents together.
I know, right?
Love
Screw the bodyguard, Heidi. I mean, not literally, but
I think she already is.
Too late.
What about Mitri?
Mitri and Heidi
sitting in a tree.
A little Eastern European action going on.
I think she's a little bit bigger than him. He seems very petite. He may be tall, but he's little.
They could make an awesome.
She's little too.
She is a big girl. They could
make an awesome.
Not in a bad way, but she's.
I know what you're
she's
gonna
a
say.
big German girl.
She's a tall woman, but I think they could make an awesome skating
dance
duo
couple.
Thank you. Imagine her.
She would be lifting him, I think.
Exactly.
But doesn't matter. It's 2012.
By the way, one last thing about Mitri. I don't know if you guys noticed, but he was wearing it wasn't sequins. It was like a silver glitter patterned or fabric blazer.
I did not notice that.
Back
but
from his
you know
dance
what?
days.
I think it was from his ballroom dancing days.
He looked fabulous. Mitri, we love you.
Love.
We do.
All I'm saying.
I hope he's single.
I know. Heidi and Mitri.
He has to
No,
be,
for your
because if
sake.
he had if he had a girlfriend and he was
Can't
making
handle
all
it.
these little comments about Heidi, he'd probably be in some trouble.
But it's Heidi Klum.
I know, but he didn't have his girlfriend come visit him. We saw no message from a girlfriend.
Alina.
All you.
I don't know.
All you.
I couldn't handle all that Mitri, you know what I mean? Lord, that came out so wrong.
I feel like the viewers at
Pause.
home think we've been having a drinking game with the.
I know. It's water, I
It's
swear.
Mitri. He gets us in the mood for fun.
He does. He was so on his game tonight.
His one-liners were off the chain tonight, people. I'm just saying, love
And
him.
it's just his lack of expression
Yeah.
As he's delivering.
Yes.
that just breaks my heart.
Love him. Anyway,
He's awesome.
Anyways, I thought the workroom was hilarious this week. We get to see more personality as we love. And I also liked some of the mothers' outfits. I actually liked Alina's sketch for the mom and what she came up with. Who else did you guys like?
well, I liked that, speaking of sketches, I liked that Sonjia was sketching the mother's outfit and was like, oh my gosh, I'm actually going to like design off of my sketch.
Yeah, I
thought
noticed
that
that.
was cute. And I also kind of liked, again, how they were like, you got to see the personal side of the designers here and they were being very playful and like naming the babies. And, you know, they named, Christopher named his baby Elizabeth Taylor and
Loved it.
Dimitri
Yeah.
named his baby Brandon.
What?
Yeah.
Did you hear that? He said, my baby's name
I
is
didn't hear
Brandon.
that. Did you hear what Alina named her baby?
What?
Yes.
Can't we say it? We could say it on here.
Yeah.
Asshole. And my baby's name is Asshole. Yeah.
That was pretty classic.
Asshole. However, she says
That
it in
was-
her little
That
accent.
was very good.
It was
Yeah.
very classic Elena, and I kind of liked it.
I appreciate that.
She's got some humor.
But yeah, no, I did like getting to see the more personal side, and I thought it was interesting to see them sketch all over again for the mother's outfits, and they banged those puppies out pretty quick.
Yeah.
They did.
Yeah.
All right. So now that we know these people's personalities, or designers, I should say, who's the fan favorite?
Ooh.
While we're
fan
looking that up,
favorites.
let me just go digress a little bit. I did want to comment that I loved Heidi's makeup when she was in the
Yeah.
workroom.
I liked her
Yes.
whole outfit.
Her whole outfit was
did too. That
adorable.
skirt
She looked
was-
so
was-
good.
She is rocking that
Whoa.
that green beautifully
minty-
that minty
Yes.
green. It looks great on her. Her makeup and hair looked great. She looked gorgeous in the workroom for sure. And I liked
Whoa.
seeing her in the, you know, it kind of it gives you an insight to how she might work for Truly Scrumptious and Babies R Us, because she's working, she's giving her opinion, and she does have an educated point of view. So it was nice to see her in that aspect as well tonight.
And I did like that she could point out right away what was in her line and what wasn't. So, and it really did give you that,
She's
because when she was
involved.
with Melissa, she was like, "Oh, don't we have something similar to that?" So I was like, "Oh, wow,
She's
she
in-
actually knows kind of what's going on in her
She's
line."
totally involved, and she also, like I said when I brought it up in News and Gossip a couple weeks ago, she uses her son's artwork for designs for the t-shirts and
Cute.
stuff. So I know that there was that pattern that we kept seeing tonight
Yeah.
that a couple of the designers used. And I wonder if that was if Johan's design.
Oh, how cute would
Very
that be?
cute.
The monster
It
pattern?
was kind of, monster cartoony looking.
Anyway,
It was very cute.
super cute.
Super cute. So moving on to our fan favorite. This is no surprise, but Elena still has 41. Actually, according to the app, she has 41, but when I looked on the site, she has 42. Melissa's trailing by 21%, and then Chris follows her with 10%. So we know the results of the show today, but Elena could still win the fan favorite.
She's still in the running.
She's
if
still
you're
in the running.
eliminated, it doesn't matter. You're still in the
It
running.
doesn't matter. Yeah, you're still in the running for the fan favorite. So that's where she stands. And I don't think it looks like anyone's going to catch up to her anytime soon.
Yeah, she's been pretty consistent. And you know what? She was slowly kind of making me like her a little bit this episode.
Yes, I agree.
I don't hate Elena anymore. She's a little psychotic, but
She came off
Yeah.
very harsh at first, but I mean, you know, she was pretty funny this episode. But she
Yeah.
definitely wasn't my favorite. by
I
any
think,
means.
though, we all agree she's not our favorite.
No, she's not.
Like, she's not even close to being the favorite. She's not the one that
for
we don't
us.
like.
Yeah.
For us,
Yeah, for
let's-
us.
She is the favorite.
She's
on the
winning the
ratings.
fan favorite by percentage, by tweets. We get that. But
When it comes to her
Whatever.
designs and her personality, the hosts here
No.
collectively
Yes.
haven't thought that she was ever our
Right.
favorite. But that was just our opinion.
while we're referencing these iTunes app, I want to point out that we did get some really great comments from the people on iTunes. So thank you so much to everybody that is commenting and letting us know how we're doing. Some really fantastic people. Malibu Music Lover, sweet comment. You guys need to go on there and actually look and see what they said, because if I were to read them, they left like these really great paragraphs. It was so great. Michael Peltier and Double LL. I love Double LL, gave a really good dig at Ben. So if you guys haven't seen it, go to iTunes, subscribe to the podcast. We don't have that many left, but it's getting really, really good. So definitely tune in, pass it on, comment, and read these comments because they're fantastic. And while I'm mentioning them, I also want to make a quick mention to the comments on YouTube. Ron Kate, if that's how you say it, is Caitlin. It's a girl. I commented on her last week. So she left us a really good comment. Raptos and I wouldn't even know how to say this. Anna Habush, something of that sort. Loves Elena, then was blah, she said. And Raptos didn't agree with Ven's elimination. Great comment. So thank you guys. Keep commenting. We love it.
And Adrian at Watchtower Base on Twitter always supports all of us. So we got to shout him out.
Yes.
Whoop, whoop.
Woo, woo.
Let's move on to the runway, you guys. This was fun.
Oh, wait. I'm sorry. Can we talk about before the runway with the whole Christopher thing? Because remember, his model came in.
That was fantastic.
Thank you.
At the very beginning, she was very opinionated, and she said, "I want my baby to be in like Baby Dior, Baby Lanvin, all of this stuff." I mean, she was like hoity-toity to the max,
and very opinionated on she was very
specific
vocal about the design. My baby only wears 3/4 sleeve.
It has to
No
be white.
pockets.
No pockets.
I was like, she's a baby, right?
Yeah.
She was
Right. And
difficult.
then when he finally made her dress, so, she throws out all these great designers that she wants her baby to be dressed in. So then he goes to Mood and picks this beautiful Oscar de la Renta print. And then she was like, I would never wear that. And she was just...
It looks like a 1970s
Tablecloth.
Yeah, and she was just, just total diva about everything. And then the next day she's nice and she comes in and she apologizes. But, and Christopher was really down. He was like, oh my gosh, if I'm going to be sent home over this, this is ridiculous. But luckily everybody kind of gave him the reassuring, like, this is actually for Heidi, and Heidi really liked his outfit. So anyway, I just wanted to kind of throw that in there.
Sonjia was kind of supportive too. She's like, don't worry about it. It's a baby challenge more than anything. And if she called the mom Mary J. Blige. And I think that if anybody was going to get this challenge and have this challenging of a designer or a person to design for, client, thank you, it would be Christopher. He handled it beautifully and gracefully, and he did a great job. So.
Yeah, I was worried for him, though, when she came in, because I think for a second he was like, what the hell am I going to do? Like, do I start from scratch? And he really did get down. But you're right. Sanji made a really good point in pointing out, like, remember, this is more about Heidi's line than it is about the actual client, so you kind of have to go with it. And all in all, I think his
both designs were great.
Yeah, and they were the most finished to me from what I thought. So it was good to just see him kind of pick himself back up and keep going with what he was doing. And I personally thought that woman was more like Nene Leakes than Mary J. Blige.
Good
That's
point.
my opinion.
She was a little Nene. But before we got to the runway, Tim did have to stop Melissa from sewing.
Yes.
Yeah.
She couldn't get it together, big surprise, and he had literally had to take her out of the sewing machine and to the runway, so she was obviously...
Yeah, and we could definitely tell by the outfit as well, and we'll continue to talk about that on the runway. All right, so let's get there. We get to the runway. Our guest judge is new mom Hilary Duff. She's adorable. And the usual. The first look is Fabio, who's a new father. He has a plastic child now. And his little baby outfit was adorable, and the baby was so cute, as Lauren mentioned. It was, I feel like, a jumper, and it had that cute little monster print on the back. I thought it was cute, comfy. And his mom's outfit, though, was so unflattering because she was beautiful and skinny, tall. How do you make a woman who's thin look bigger than she already is?
She had great legs, and so he did kind of highlight that with the high-low. And the high-low dress skirt thing is very trendy, and that idea to me was cute. And I liked that the nautical theme kind of went. Her fabric was a a navy blue and white flower, and then the baby's outfit was navy blue and white. So it kind of went together, but the fit was so wrong on the mom's outfit. But the baby's outfit I thought was cute with the little hat.
The fit to me kind of looked like it was something you would wear right after you had your baby, trying to hide that you were losing your baby weight. Because the middle was all off.
I just thought it didn't look finished to me. Like, it looked like he kind of just draped fabric over her and cut it short in the front and long in the back. That's what it looked like to me, but I didn't like it.
To me, and another thing I've noticed with Fabio, he has a really hard time getting his designs for women to look sexy enough. Like, the necks are always too high and the fit's always really boxy. I think if he just lowered the neckline a little and fit it more a tailored fit to the woman's body, the dress could have been really cute.
Yeah,
his
I agree with that.
aesthetic is like boho chic, but you're right. He doesn't. You
can still.
It's never
exactly.
sexy. It's never
You can
sexy.
still be feminine and boho chic.
Like up here, it's so weird. They're always like up on their collarbone. I just think he could drop it down a little, and it would be like a million times better.
Yeah, I love the detail that he put into the baby's outfit, though, because it was the navy, but it also had that like gray and white piping.
It's cute.
And then the print that was on the back was a little pocket, which I thought was interesting. Like, what are you going to put
Wasn't useful.
back there? But
You could grab the
just
baby.
having a little square of the actual print, I thought was really cute. There was a lot of cute detail to his.
The buttons all the way down the front
Yeah.
that were Velcro, Heidi said she really liked too. And I thought it was interesting hearing Heidi, Nina, and Hilary talk about how it would be functional for a baby. And then Michael was like, oh, wow. Like, you know, so many times he was like, oh, I never would have thought of that. So it was kind of funny seeing a different point of view.
Right.
Melissa's look was next. The little girl had a white dress on. It was a sheath dress and a little vest, asymmetrical vest. I didn't like either. I thought the fit was terrible. The vest wasn't impressive to me. And then the mom's outfit was shorts and I think it was a vest again, but it was
like
really
one of those
poorly
drapey
made
vests that just kind of hang on your body.
Didn't fit her, didn't flatter. Ugh, it was so messy, bad.
Yeah, I agree. It looked like a throwaway outfit the mom had on. Like every piece was kind of like snooze, just, you know, like sloppy going to Walmart, you know, and the baby dress, I was just so confused. Like, why would you put a baby in that dress? And like her diaper was showing, and like Christopher even commented, it looks like a cocktail dress for a baby.
And there was a zipper as well.
Yeah, which I know the judges didn't like because I guess that can rub the baby's skin, which nobody wants. But I agree. I think the dress was too short, obviously. You kept seeing the baby's diaper, so it doesn't even look, I don't know, it didn't look like a dress. I don't know. But I liked the vest in that it had the cute little eyes on the back. I thought it was very kid-like and cute and fun. But all in all, seeing them come down together, I was really surprised that the judges responded so well to her look. I did not think it was that great. I thought she was not good, all in all.
I agree. The white dress, I mean, I take care of kids. You would not want a kid that small to be in a dress. The zipper was exposed, but it's like over here. So, and I'm pretty sure you had to use a zipper to get the dress on and off, and that's like zipping a baby's skin up. Yikes. And the reason why the dress kept riding up on the baby is because it was all ruched up the side. And the judges made a comment like, why do you need ruching on a dress for a baby? You're not trying to mask any like
I didn't even
weight
see that.
issues.
Yeah.
So, and the vest, okay, I guess it was cute. I thought it was really cheesy looking with the like monster eyes on the back. But with that dress, it was like a cocktail dress for an older woman with a vest with like monster eyes on the back. I don't understand how those two looks go together. It's like super uber baby and like sophisticated. It was really weird. And mom's outfit was awful. I'm sure it was because it wasn't finished. And they put her in like linen shorts, so they wrinkled up and they were just, it was.
Yeah, that was one of the things I
good.
think that Michael Kors said was her mistake was the fabrics for both the mom and the baby. And that's probably really the truth.
Yeah,
why it
and
looks so bad.
white on a baby. I mean, I know
Yeah,
Christopher
why?
also did that too, but that's because his mother was very specific about wanting that. But white on a baby is like 2 seconds later, that thing's going to look like crap. So,
Mitri sent out his little baby in a red jumpsuit that had a hood. To me, it looked like a costume, a felt costume that you make at a craft store. And his mom's outfit was pretty. We all know he can design a dress for a woman, and he did.
Yeah.
It was cute. I was scared for him tonight.
I was a little nervous just because my first thought when I saw the baby was Mario Brothers, and then my second thought was crayon. And that was both repeated by the judges, and that's exactly what it looked like. But then they all seemed to love it because every single one of them was like, oh, no, the costume thing is really cute, because even Michael Kors pointed that out. And then he was like, oh, but it looks like a cape. And they were like, exactly, like kids want to be superheroes. So I didn't think about it that way either, but it's obviously because I don't have little boys running around the house like Heidi and the rest of them did.
No, I thought that was the first thing that came to my mind was like this little superhero, and then also was like a little lawn gnome or something like that with a little pointy hood.
I thought he looked like a gnome too.
Yeah. I mean, so many things I think were thrown around about what this outfit could have been. But to me, it was almost like hideous, but at the same time, it was so funny that it was kind of cute. I just really kind of couldn't make my mind up about it. I probably wouldn't buy it for my kid. I don't know. Yeah. It was weird for me. It was costume-like, but I agree with you on the mom outfit. He whipped something together, and it looked nice and comfortable, so I liked that.
Yeah, I liked the mom's fit on the. It was like a tight dress or pencil skirt or something, and
I think it was a dress,
or was it a
but
dress?
He belted it, so it looked like separates.
And it fit her really well, and it looked great. So I loved that, and the colors he used, it was like gray, muted colors. But the baby's outfit, I mean, I love me tree, but what the? If you're gonna buy a costume for a baby, buy a costume. But that's supposed to be clothing that looks like a costume. So I don't. Are you gonna wear that in public? I mean,
but in his defense, he is European, and so he made a European capri pant for a boy. Like, they wear that over there.
And also, he is used to designing costumes for
boys,
people, dancers,
girls,
and
dancers.
maybe ice
Didn't
dancers.
it look kind of small, too?
I don't know.
Like kind of tight on the baby.
I think that
Didn't look comfy.
But they wear it like that in Europe.
Those kind.
Apparently.
The hood was so pointy. Like, had the hood not been so pointy, it might not have been so theatrical looking. But it was just weird. And I don't know.
Yeah, did we mention that maybe it was because there was that zipper. So you could zip it down and it would just kind of like fold over.
And look like a case.
Didn't make it any better.
I didn't go for that. Oh, it's so costumey and cute. It was supposed to be clothes, and it didn't look like clothes to me. So I don't know.
I think that by now they're looking for the most exciting runway show in the finale. So they're not really judging them based on the outfits they make each week. That's my opinion.
Could be.
I could be wrong, but that's what I think.
I'm sure that factors in.
Yeah.
I would imagine.
Sonjia, she sends out her adorable little baby in a suit, but it's made out of sweats. And she made an adorable little tank out of the monster print for him, too. I thought it was cute. I didn't love it, but he looked adorable. The tank was cute. The mom had a really pretty maxi dress. I liked her outfit. Polished. And it went together, so I like that.
You know, the thing I really liked about Sonjia's was, because I just went shopping for one of my girlfriend's daughters, and it was just at Target, and like every piece kind of went with another piece, and then you could buy, you know, like the dress that went with the skirt, that went with the jacket, and that's kind of how I felt about this. I felt like, you know, you could switch in different shirts with it, and I think that's what like moms want to do. You know, and that gray jacket, I mean, it could go with any of his little outfits with jeans or, you know, a different shirt, but I really liked the mom's dress. Like, she was just running down the runway with him, and she looked so comfortable and effortless, and, you know, as like a mom, you would want to just, you know, wear something cottony so you're comfy. So I liked it.
Yeah, I agree. The mom's outfit, Sonjia's mom's outfit was my favorite of all the mom outfits, because I would definitely wear that whether I was a mom or not. But the baby, I agree with you, Virginia, and that's exactly what I thought. And I know this because I worked at Gymboree, and we won't go there. That was way back when. That's what they look for, is they want to buy pieces that go, like you want to buy 3 or 4 pieces that you can actually make 9 outfits out of. And that, when I worked at Gymboree, was our challenge to see how many outfits we could make out of how many pieces. You know, that was what we had to do. And so when I saw her outfit, I thought, that's kind of perfect. That's exactly what moms want. You know, like you could dress it up with a blazer and she could put little jeans on him, or, you know, you could do different things. So, and I liked the detail of it. It was gray. And then she had like the little navy pockets and the lapels, and it was just really cute.
Yeah, I liked that about it too. I liked the different color pockets and the lapel. It made it look a little bit more dressy but still comfortable. And I think that's a good point. I think that it is something that moms look for, to have like separate so you can mix and match. also for budget and just to stretch out the outfit or whatever, but also because when you leave the house and you have a baby, you don't just walk out with the baby. You have to pack a bag with changes of clothes and all this. So if you have something that can like go with everything or mix and match with a bunch of stuff, it makes your life easier to just pack a bag that has a bunch of different things that are easy to match, because you literally have like a caravan of crap with you when you leave the house with a baby. Only I know this because I take care of children. I don't have any of my own, but I know that that's what has to happen, especially when they're younger. So it's also convenient in that aspect. I thought this was the cutest baby outfit. I loved it. I loved a little hint of pattern on the shirt underneath with that monster pattern. And I agree with you all. I think the dress was my favorite out of all the mom's dresses. Easy, simple, classy, great color, maxi gray dress. It was cute.
And it was really modern, the whole the baby and the mom's outfit, so that was good. Chris, he made an adorable little white dress with flowers and leaves on the dress, and it wasn't exactly sewed on
like
completely.
The petals were loose of the flowers,
so it gave it a 3D
fluttery
dimension.
Yeah,
and then a cute little white jacket that looked grown up, and I thought she looked adorable. The mom's dress was pretty. It looked good on her, so I liked it.
I really liked Chris's outfit. My favorite part was the headpiece, because especially for little girls, because I see so many of my friends' pictures and the girls don't have hair yet, so they always put big bows on them, and so I thought this was perfect because moms always buy that crap.
And his little baby had the perfect hair.
Yeah.
She has a little black baby hair. She was so cute. Oh, she was so cute.
She was so cute.
I liked Chris's outfit because I felt that they looked the most finished, the most put together. It was so chic. I thought it was perfect. Maybe it's not an outfit that she would wear every day, but it's something that they would get dressed up in. And I liked what Michael Kors said. He said, when that baby wears that outfit, that mom will wear that outfit. So that's why they went together really well. They weren't matchy-matchy, which was really great. Like, come on, moms.
Yeah.
What moms are really going... And if you are... I don't know how cool that looks if you're going around wearing the exact same outfit or too matchy of your child. But so I thought they just looked the most finished. Like you could buy them just the way that they were. And I agree with you, Virginia. I loved that little headband. It was so cute.
Christopher just always gets it right.
Yeah.
You know, none of these designers have ever designed, they all said they've never designed things for babies. And he's the only one that thought to do the headband. How popular is that?
No, Elena
did the headband.
Oh,
not
that's
well.
Right. That's right.
We'll get there.
You know what I mean? Like he always gets it right and sophisticated too. And you know, he had a lot of restrictions from his mom in the challenge, and I think he rose to the occasion. I loved the dress. I thought it was cute. I like that he went more specific with his design. That was for like a specific outing, like a wedding or a Easter or something. It was very specific. And the mother's dress, again, not too matchy, but it had the more grown up flower pattern that like we all said, if they were going to the same place, they would both be wearing that outfit together. And I think they look great. That was my favorite girl baby design.
The thing is, he takes direction really well. Like every time you see them, like not only give him a task, but then once Tim Gunn goes in there, or like today when Heidi goes in there, she was like, oh, you should do a skirt with this whole thing. Well, he didn't do a skirt, he did a dress, but it was exactly what his customer wanted, which was Heidi. And every time, that's when he wins. Like when he gets just a little bit more direction. And I think that's why he will be probably the most successful designer out of everybody, because he takes criticism and turns it into a positive.
And he knows who his customer is. And yes, they all take criticism, but some of them like crumble under it. Then they don't know what to do and they lose their aesthetic. And for whatever reason, he is motivated by it and his stuff just turns out that much more polished. I think he's going to take it. He's going to win.
I think you're right. And I mean, you also see him helping other people. Not only can he take constructive criticism, but he's really generous in kind of lending that out and actually helping his peers, which I just think is such a great quality. You don't see that in a lot of people, especially in a competition. So if he does win, I think I'd be happy to see somebody with his character kind of take it.
I agree.
I loved him. It was great.
Alina, she made a blue blazer with some flower embroidery on the back and a hot pink shirt under and lime green pants. And then, again, the little hot pink headband. I just thought there was way too much going on. I really liked the mom's outfit. It was a really cool jersey shirt and simple pencil skirt.
Yeah.
But the baby's outfit was just, it was over-designed, in my opinion.
there was even more detail than that, though, because remember at the jacket there was like ruffles down here.
And the shirt
the
had sequins.
headband was hot pink with the navy fluffy thing on top. The hot pink top had sparkles that you really couldn't see too much of because the jacket was buttoned. Then she had the baby wearing like sparkly flip-flops. I thought it looked like a hot mess.
She always has the worst styling.
Horrible.
Too much.
Yeah.
Too
like
much.
that baby dressed itself. When that's what it looked like when you let your baby. And sometimes I'm like, oh, it's so cute. You let your baby dress themselves. But that's what it looked like. It didn't look like a designer piece, and you're not going to buy that outfit in the store.
No.
I don't understand why. I agree with you. I don't understand why she paired those colors together. A navy blue jacket with a bright pink shirt and lime green pants. It was like, why are those colors together? I thought the ruffle on the jacket was cute. I wish the flower appliques were taken off, though. I thought it would have been way cuter. And yeah, it was way overstyled. It sounds so weird talking about a baby, but it was just too much stuff. The headband and the flip-flops and the mom's outfit was cute and subtle, and it fit well, and the colors were great. I liked the pencil skirt and all that. But the baby's outfit was, and it looked really like cheap and inexpensive. And
well, the pants didn't fit. They were like poofy and baggy and bad. And the thing with the jacket is that it had a lot of detail, but because there was so much going on, you couldn't really see it or appreciate it.
And
which I thought was horrible.
What a huge difference between the mom's outfit and the kids. Like, one is understated, elegant, and then the other one is just cheesy. And I don't know if she thought because it's a baby challenge, she had to make this cheesy baby outfit.
Yeah.
Well, she even said, she was like, oh, I guess I'm going to do... Oh, no, it was Melissa that said she was going to do pink. But I think they're both just like... They just go straight to, like, exactly
The
what
obvious.
you think
the
of.
stereotype. Yeah. And we saw Alina do that same mistake with the last challenge when we were doing the Rockettes. She just went way too far with it.
You can't go with the obvious.
No.
All right. We had 2 winners this week, like we mentioned. They choose a boy outfit and a girl outfit. And none of us were really surprised. It was Sonjia for the boy and Chris for the little girl. And I thought, well deserved.
Yep,
Absolutely.
I agree.
I think we all were predicting that by the time we saw the runway show. We knew who our favorites were.
It was obvious who excelled in the challenge.
Yeah.
However, we did not agree on the loser. I was really worried about Dimitri initially, but when the judges critiqued him, they didn't seem to hate it. Shocking to me.
Melissa and Elena were in the bottom too.
Melissa and Elena. So that's where we didn't disagree.
But it was funny because they really didn't give Melissa too many negative comments.
No, they actually gave her some positive.
It felt like there were so many things, even about Elena's and Melissa's, that we didn't like, that the judges were really nice to everybody.
Who did they do that with last week in the judging? They were giving somebody, I think it was Melissa.
Yeah.
They were giving her,
we
couldn't tell if they
the
liked her cigarette girl Rockette number or not. It's like her, I don't know. I just don't think any of her, I think this is the problem in my opinion. I don't think any of her designs are strong enough that there's an opinion either or. It's like wishy-washy. And to me, as much as I don't, Elena has never been my favorite, I kind of thought Melissa...
The only reason I thought Melissa should go home is because her outfit wasn't complete. The mom's outfit was terrible. She took the longest, and the fit, the practicality.
But Elena's was pretty bad.
It was
I
hideous.
thought Elena's was the worst. I thought if you were judging by this runway, Elena, like, it was no question. Like, I just thought it was so bad. But I agree with you guys. I've liked Elena from the beginning for the most part. I think, I like her designs in general, but I feel like, we are getting down to the very best. Yeah, what did I say? Sorry.
Elena, I was confused.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Whoa. Way wrong on that one. No, Melissa, I've liked her from the beginning, but I agree. We're getting down to the best, and she's just not holding her own. She's not quick enough. We saw Ven comment on it last week that she's so slow. Chris commented this week like she can't stay focused.
Yeah.
I just don't know that she's not strong enough to be in this going forward.
Yeah.
I just really think that we could have sent them both home, and it wouldn't have made a difference.
Yep.
No.
I agree. I agree with that. Because I don't see Melissa in the finale. Like, I don't see her in the end.
Neither do I.
So
the loser for the night is Elena. Bye-bye.
Later.
And Tim Gunn had some fun with sending her away. We're not going to repeat what he said.
But it was Elena, we're really going to miss you and not hearing, what are we going to do every week without hearing beep, 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 beep. And that was
Tim, you
so
surprise
true.
us every
Tim.
week.
There's just
you.
always
It's
something.
too fantastic.
All right. But Lauren, you have some news for us. So
I
do you want to
do.
get started?
We have a lot of news tonight.
News and
actually.
gossip. Coming up.
AfterBuzz TV News.
All right, well, we just had the 64th annual Primetime Emmys, and we know one of our hosts was
I was there. What can I say?
And
fun.
We just have to talk about Heidi sizzling on the red carpet in that seafoam green goddess gown. It was designed by newcomer Alexander. I think it's Vauthier. I might be messing up that pronunciation, but I just think she rocked the 2 thigh-high slits, and people were calling it that her take that gown because it was her first big red carpet appearance without seal. And I think she was giving Angelina Jolie a run for the money with the legs.
She definitely did sexy. We all know she loves sexy clothes.
And you know, actually, what I read was that originally it was supposed to be all sheer, and at the last minute they put in those. No, it was supposed to all be sheer with just an extra layer of more sheer, but instead they said no, it's a little too risque. Let's put some actual lining in it.
Bam, Heidi. Good thing that happened. And also, Heidi, she's following Kate Middleton's suit, and she's considering suing the French mag that posted a topless photo of her. People were saying there's kind of a problem with their argument, though, because she is photographed nude on beaches all the time, and that's fine. But because she was on private property, she feels like her rights were violated. So if Kate ends up winning the money, people project that Heidi will actually go through with the lawsuit. She's kind of waiting for to see what happened with Kate. I'm going to rip this like they ripped the muslin in the workroom.
Yeah.
Yes.
Get it.
Tim Gunn, we were talking about his fashion Bible. And, you know, you can go on the Huffington Post Canada style page, and he gives some pretty good tips at 10 questions you should ask yourself. I'm assuming it's from the book. So if you want like a little sneak peek about what the book's about, he asks things like, your sweaters, are they the knit sweaters, don't put them on hangers, are they losing their shape? Do you have shoes that match every dress? Or throw out all your old hosiery, and every man must have one tie even if it's not your style. So it's stuff like that. And also there was something I found on Closet Confidential on the Huffington Post, which he sort of chimed in on 7 wardrobe must-haves for the fall to check that out too. It's like flats and a good pair of jeans and a button-up shirt. So just little style tidbits that I love getting from fashion gurus.
Amen.
Yeah.
I think actually in Lucky magazine, probably for October, with Christina on the cover, I think Michael Kors, I think there's an article, the same thing, where he says like 10 or 5 items, fall items we must have. So
somebody
check that
who's
out
an
too.
expert at something, that's what you want to ask. Like, what are your tips? And I think that was great that he kind of let that out there. And then one last thing, we have the Project Runway All-Stars Season 2 is happening, and they finally released the cast. First of all, we have the judges. We're welcoming back Isaac Mizrahi, George Chapman, and Georgina Chapman, and Joanna Coles. And the cast, I mean, just to name a few, Uli is on there, Kanye, Joshua McKinley,
Casanova.
Suede, Casanova. There's a lot of them. And you can look forward to guest judges like Katie Holmes, Stacey Keebler, Kylie Minogue, Liv Tyler, your doppelganger. And
I wish.
So that's going to be a pretty good season. So we're all excited about that. And I think that is. One last thing I found. This is really good. Somebody rated. It's on AfterElton.com, and this website has rated the top hottest guys on Project Runway. And I'm just saying you should go on it and take a look. They're all throughout the seasons. Let's just say number 1 is in a Speedo. So go to AfterElton.com.
Tim Gunn.
No, they're designers. They're all
kidding.
designers. And I'm just saying, go check it out. AfterElton.com. It's very
cool.
There is one other thing I would like to say, though, that I found online. If you go to projectrunway.auctionsceneon.com, you can actually buy the designs from the challenges.
awesome.
Good job, Virginia.
But you can, like last week, I think it was Dimitri's. His actually went for $410. His really pretty sparkly one for the Rockette. So you can see it after every
How much
episode.
did Elena's go for? Like $15?
I didn't. It might have gone for more because who knows? She might be donating that to charity as well.
Oh, that's
Exactly.
right. Anyway, that's it for the news and gossip, guys. Check out the hottest guys. It's pretty good.
That's awesome.
All right. And I don't think we have predictions because
What?
We could predict.
Yeah, we can predict.
can? You
Yeah,
guys
we
want to
can.
do
Off
it?
the cuff,
Don't
let's do
rob
it.
me of my
can do
prediction.
it.
Oh, I'm sorry, guys.
And
All right,
now,
all right.
your AfterBuzz TV predictions.
I like that.
What did they say last week or next week is going to be? They gave
Next
us a
week,
hint.
avant-garde.
Oh, I think Fabio is going to fail with
that's
that.
what I said.
Yeah,
He
that's
doesn't
what
do
I just
avant-garde.
thought.
Avant-garde. He's going to do avant-garde.
No, I think Fabio has been flying under the radar. Even before
Like
even before
Alicia?
that challenge was released at the end of the episode, I just felt like he's the next to go. I mean, maybe Melissa, I don't know, but
Melissa.
I feel like Fabio is flying under the radar. My prediction is he's going.
Mine's Melissa because she can barely finish baby clothes. She's not making an avant-garde gown.
She could barely
That
finish
is a good point.
She could barely finish clothes that looked like they should be designed for a cat.
Yeah.
I cannot wait to see Christopher's. Like, give him avant-garde. What is he
Yeah.
going to bring us?
He's gonna
I'm
win.
so excited.
No, he's gonna win.
Yeah, I
the whole
think-
thing.
Because who? Oh, well, Dimitri.
Mitri.
What could he
Mitri.
give us?
Mitri and Sonji.
Dimitri's gonna give us Fringe.
They're going to
I
be
have
the
a
top
real
three.
embellishment.
Top three.
Oh, for
Sonji,
sure.
Dimitri, and Christopher.
I agree. Me
So
too.
either Melissa or Fabio is going to go, and it won't really matter. Next week, we won't even care.
I think it's gonna be Fabio.
Can I make a comment though? Something I didn't say. Caitlin, our YouTube listener, posted that she loves every time we say challenge. So she must have been having a really great time listening to this episode.
Thanks, Caitlin.
We didn't even plan that.
We
but
didn't plan it, and it
she
was very
posted that.
challenging to remember to pronounce the
Challenge.
word challenge like that.
We
I
need
agree.
Dimitri to come in here
Oh, I love me.
so he can talk to us about
wanna
his
be his-
challenges. And
His life challenges. I want him to be my friend.
me too.
I
All
agree.
right, you guys, let's keep the convo going. Follow me on Twitter at _Alina23.
And you can follow me at Virginia Reyna.
And you can follow me at LO_VALLES.
And you can follow me at Lauren Leonelli on everything because I don't want it to be challenging for you.
Thanks for listening, you guys.
From Bing.com, executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later!
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.